Opening scene, the story begins in the Galactic Council chambers on the planet Nexus Prime. The Council is made up of 5 major alien species who rule the galaxy. The chamber is massive, with floating platforms where representatives from different worlds gather. Introduction of the galaxy 300 years ago. Humanity vanished without a trace. Their home system, called Sol, became a mystery. Every human colony went silent in the same week. No distress signals. No warnings. Just silence. The galaxy searched for answers, but found none. Earth and all human worlds became ghost towns. Ships floated in space with no crews. Cities stood empty. The alien species, the 5 ruling species, took over human territory. The Taurans, tall. Blue-skinned traders who claim the most human trade routes. The Kicks, small. Intelligent beings with 4 arms who took human technology. The Vex, warrior. Race with thick armor plating, who occupied human military bases. The Nelk, peaceful farmers who settled on human agricultural worlds. The Drax, scientists with large heads who studied human ruins. Present-day Council meeting. Ambassador Krell, a Tauran diplomat, addresses the Council. He proposes removing the protective barrier around the Sol system. For 3 centuries, the Council placed a warning zone around human space. No one was allowed to enter. It was marked as a disaster zone. But now, younger species want access to those empty worlds and resources. Krell argues that 300 years is long enough. Whatever took humanity is gone. The empty planets should be open for colonization. Many Council members agree. Resources are running low in the galaxy. Human worlds are rich and untouched. But Elder Vorm, an old Vex warrior, disagrees. He remembers the days when humans were still around. He warns the Council that humans were different from other species. They were unpredictable, dangerous when threatened, creative in ways that frightened other races. Vorn says the barrier should stay. The Council votes anyway. The majority wins. The barrier around Sol will be removed in 30 days. The Expedition A science team is assembled to enter Sol first. They will survey Earth and report back. The team leader is Dr. Myra, a Kix scientist. She brings experts from each species. They board a Council ship called the Pathfinder and set course for Earth. The journey takes 2 weeks. As they approach Sol system, the crew grows nervous. They pass Mars empty. They pass the old space stations, dark and dead. Finally, Earth appears on their screens. The blue planet looks peaceful and quiet. Dr. Myra orders careful scans. The planet shows no life signs, no power signatures, no communications, just like 300 years ago. They prepare to land near an old human city called New York. The landing, the team lands their shuttle in the middle of the ruined city. Buildings are covered in plants. Streets are broken. Everything is silent. They split into groups to explore. Each group has scanning equipment and recording devices. Dr. Myra's group enters a tall building that was once a human government center. Inside, they find desks covered in dust, papers scattered everywhere, coffee cups sitting exactly where humans left them. It looks like everyone simply vanished in the middle of their workday. They go deeper into the building, finding archived computers. Dr. Myra tries to access them, but the power is dead. Her assistant, a young Nelk named Pick, finds a backup generator. They get it running. The discovery of the computer screens flicker to life. Dr. Myra searches through files. Most are everyday records, weather reports, shipping schedules, boring government documents. Then she finds something strange. A classified military file dated 3 days before the disappearance. The file is labeled Project Exodus, Final Phase. She opens it. Her eyes grow wide as she reads. The file contains plans, coordinates, ship designs unlike anything in the current galaxy. and a message from the human leader at that time. We have no choice. The galaxy is not ready for what is coming. We must leave and prepare. When we return, we will be strong enough to protect everyone. Lock the doors behind us. We will come back. Dr. Myra's hands shake. Humans did not disappear. They left on purpose. And the message says they plan to return. The signal suddenly. Alarms blare throughout the shuttle. The crew runs back outside. In the sky above Earth, space itself begins to shimmer and tear. Massive ships start emerging from nowhere. Thousands of them. Ships so large they block out the sun. Ships with weapons that make the Council's fleet look like toys. Humanity has returned. First contact Redux Dear. Mira and her team stand frozen as the human fleet fills the sky. The ships are massive, each one larger than a torrent city. They hang in the atmosphere like metal moons. The design is human, but advanced far beyond what humanity had 300 years ago. A voice speaks in perfect galactic standard, broadcast to every device on the planet. This is Admiral Stone of the Human Defense Fleet. We have returned to our homeworld. All foreign vessels have 10 minutes to identify themselves and state their purpose. Dr. Myra fumbles with her communicator. Her voice shakes as she responds. She explains that she leads a council science team. They came to study Earth. They meant no harm. She says the council opened the Sol system for exploration just this month. There is a long silence. Then Admiral Stone speaks again. His tone is cold. The council had no authority to open our system. Earth is human territory. It never stopped being human territory. But we understand you are following orders. You may leave peacefully. A single human ship descends, much smaller than the others, but still twice the size of the Council's Pathfinder. It lands near the shuttle. A door opens. Humans walk out wearing advanced armor that glows with energy. They look like soldiers, but move like they could level the city alone. Meeting the Admiral. Stone is a tall man with gray hair and scars on his face. He looks about 60 years old, but his eyes are sharp and alert. Behind him stand other humans, warriors, scientists, engineers, all wearing the same advanced armor. Dr. Myra tries to be diplomatic. She asks where humanity went, why they left, what happened to them. Stone considers her questions carefully. Before answering. He tells them the truth. 300 years ago, humanity detected something at the edge of the galaxy. A signal, a warning. Something was coming, something that destroyed civilizations. Humanity studied the signal and realized the galaxy had maybe 50 years before this threat arrived. Stone explains that humans went to the Council first. They shared their findings. They warned everyone. But the Council did not believe them. The 5 species thought humans were trying to gain power through fear. They rejected humanity's evidence. So humanity made a choice. They could not save a galaxy that refused to listen. But they could save themselves. In secret, humans built a massive fleet of colony ships. They packed up everything, every person, every city, every piece of knowledge. Then they left. The journey humans traveled beyond the known galaxy. They found empty regions of space far from any other species. There, they built new worlds. They focused entirely on survival and advancement. No art for art's sake. No entertainment. No waste. Every human worked toward a single goal: become strong, enough to survive what was coming. They built weapons that could crack planets. Shields that could withstand stars. Ships that traveled faster than Council scientists thought possible. They enhanced their own bodies with technology and genetic improvements. An average human now is stronger, faster, and smarter than before. 300 years passed in the unknown regions. Humanity grew from billions to trillions. Their fleet expanded from thousands of ships to millions. They became a true superpower. And now they returned home. Because the threat they detected 300 years ago? It is finally arriving. And humanity is the only force prepared to fight it. The warning, Dr. Mira asks the obvious question. What is this threat? What is coming? Admiral Stone shows her a hologram. It displays something moving through deep space toward the galaxy. At first, it looks like a cloud of dark matter. Then Dr. Mira realizes the cloud is not empty. It contains ships, millions of them, maybe billions. Stone calls them the swarm, a species that consumes everything in its path. They do not communicate. They do not negotiate. They simply eat entire planets, take all resources, and move on. Galaxy after galaxy has fallen to them. Now they are coming here. The swarm will reach Council space in 5 years. Stone tells Dr. Mira to take this information back to the Council. Humanity will defend the galaxy. But there will be conditions. The Council must accept human leadership in this war. They must follow human orders without question. And when the war is over, there will be changes to how the galaxy is run. Return to the Council. Dr. Mira and her team race back to Nexus Prime. They report everything to the Council. They show the evidence Stone gave them. The hologram of the swarm. The projections showing what happens if it reaches the galaxy. Complete destruction. The Council chamber erupts in chaos. Some members deny the evidence. Ambassador Krell says it is a human trick to seize power. Others panic, wanting to surrender immediately. Elder Vorn stays quiet, thinking. Finally, Vorn speaks. He reminds everyone that he warned them. He says humans were always survivors. Now humanity offers to protect the galaxy, but at a cost. The question is simple. Accept human leadership or face the swarm alone. The Council has 7 days to decide. Meanwhile, the human fleet spreads throughout Sol System. They begin rebuilding. They fortify Earth. They set up defensive stations. They move with perfect efficiency, like they planned every step years ago. Because they did. Asterisk the Council's decision. The 7 days pass quickly. The Council meets in emergency session. Representatives from thousands of worlds fill the chamber. Everyone wants a voice in this decision. The debate is fierce. Ambassador Krell leads the opposition. He argues that accepting human leadership means surrendering their freedom. He says the swarm might be a lie. Even if it is real, the Council should fight on their own terms. Many younger species agree with him. They never knew the humans, who left 3 centuries ago. They only see conquerors demanding obedience. But Elder Vorn tells a different story. He speaks of the humans he once knew. They were stubborn and proud, yes, but they were not liars. If humans say the swarm is coming, then it is coming. Vorn shares something he never told the Council before. 40 years ago, a Vex exploration ship went missing near the galactic edge. Before it vanished, it sent a final message. The crew reported seeing thousands of unknown ships. They said the ships were stripping a planet bare. The message ended with screaming. The Council classified the report and sent no rescue mission. They called it an accident. Now Vorn realizes what that crew saw. They saw the swarm's advanced scouts. The threat was always real. Humanity was always right. The vote is called. By a narrow margin, the Council agrees. They accept human protection and leadership. But not everyone is happy. Division Krell leaves the Council in protest. He takes several species with him. They form their own coalition, called the Free Worlds Alliance. They claim they will defend themselves without bowing to humanity. About 30% of the galaxy joins them. Humanity does not force them to stay. Admiral Stone simply says the offer is open if they change their minds. Then he gets to work. Human forces deploy across Council space. They arrive at strategic locations. trade routes, factory worlds, defensive choke points. They bring their technology. With them, human engineers start building new defense stations. Human teachers share military tactics. Human scientists offer advanced weapons designs. Some species accept the help gratefully. The Nelk farmers welcome human protection. The Kik scientists are excited to study human technology. But others resent the changes. The Taurans feel pushed aside. The Vex warriors feel insulted that humans think them weak. Tension builds throughout the galaxy. The human perspective, the story, shifts to show humanity's side. Captain Eva commands a human battleship called the Defiance. She and her crew patrol the border between Council space and the swarm's approach vector. They are the early warning system. Eva thinks about home, the new Earth colony far beyond the galaxy. She wonders if she will ever see it again. This mission could last decades. The swarm is still 5 years away, but humans prepare for a war that might last generations. She talks with her crew. Many are young people born during the Exodus. They never saw the old Earth. They only know the military culture humanity built in exile. To them, other species seem weak and foolish. They do not understand why humans should help aliens who rejected them centuries ago. But Eva is old enough to remember the departure. She was a child when humanity left. She remembers playing with Tauran children before everything changed. She knows that not all aliens are enemies. The galaxy is worth saving, even if it does not appreciate the effort. First strike, 4 years pass. The galaxy fortifies itself. Human-designed defense networks go online. Mixed fleets conduct training exercises. Some species learn to work with humans. Others continue to resist. Then the swarm arrives early. The Free World's alliance territory is hit first. Krell's coalition faces the enemy alone. Their ships are no match. In 3 days, 5 alliance worlds go silent. The swarm strips them clean. Every resource taken, every building destroyed, every person killed. The planets left behind are just dead rocks. Krell sends a desperate message to the Council. He begs for help. He admits he was wrong. The swarm is real. It is unstoppable. The Alliance is dying. Admiral Stone receives the message. He looks at his command staff. They wait for his orders. Stone knows this is a test. If humanity rescues the Alliance, other species will know humans meant their promise. But it will cost human lives. The swarm is stronger than projected. Stone makes his decision. The human fleet jumps to Alliance space. Captain Eva and the Defiance lead the charge. The first real battle between humanity and the swarm begins. The galaxy watches and waits. Everything depends on what happens next. The message as human and swarm forces clash in the darkness of space. An old transmission reaches Earth. It comes from deep within swarm territory. The message is in ancient human language, so old that few remember it. When decoded, it contains just 5 words. Humanity, you have been challenged. Admiral Stone realizes the terrible truth. The swarm is not just a natural disaster. It is a test. Someone or something sent it. And that something knows humanity returned. The real war has not even started yet. End of outlines? Asterisk.